this could be really bad. It looks like, oh man, double Panzer shots right to the front of that guy, doing a lot of damage there to those riflemen. Panzer's moving on in. Looks like he's going for the supply yard right away there. It's kind of a bad choice, but it's not terrible. It has been upgraded, so that's pretty cool. Meanwhile, all of these stormtroopers here wrecking away at this triage center, so that's not bad. Puma coming in. I like this use of the Puma. He wants the Puma to sort of act as a distraction in between his forces. He wants the tanks to sort of have uninterrupted fire time here at ProPipe's base, and so it looks like this Puma is just here to distract the airborne and whatnot, although it may end up getting sacrificed if he's not careful. He is definitely going to take out this triage center, or maybe he's not. There he goes, taking out the triage center right there. And we do have the anti-tank gun moving in, but it is kind of far away from all of that. And right now, ProPipe is just flooding on into his own base, trying his best to take all this out. You can see he has all of these, he's got 3 squads of paratroopers right now, just likely going to focus fire the hell out of this Puma. One more shot likely, main gun destroyed, and there goes the Puma, backed up by the Greyhound, and it looks like the Panzers are going to have to get on out of here. So one Panzer taking a little bit of damage here, retreating on out. The other Panzer, man, just really wrecking into these riflemen on the way out of there, driving over a tree, and man, no luck at all for this anti-tank gun. Anti-tank gun whiffing what looked like 2 or 3 shots on the way out there. Really doing no damage, and this tank is likely going to wreck some of this pretty little defenses that have been set up here, but that's okay. Overall, not a bad move there, but unfortunately he was a little slow in coming up here and taking advantage of that. He could have been capping all this during that fight, but of course there's a lot of micro to be done during those sort of things. So at the very least, he succeeded in drawing all of ProPipe's forces completely back across the map. Taking a look around, we can see that the Greyhound armored car now wants to be first back on the action to be able to prevent these units from capturing any of this sort of thing. ProPipe very deliberately moving back that way. You can see that these poor riflemen decided to move on out and try and take care of this side of the battlefield, but likely hitting a mine and heavy machine gun fire and everything else like that. Oh god, will he even get out of here? He's crawling away as fast as he can, and no, it looks like the Panzer wrecks that entire rifleman squad, so that was a little bit of an oversight there. Meanwhile, massive paratroopers on the field right now, likely relying entirely on paratroopers for anti-panzers. You can see, oh, killing the gunner. Oh, getting this guy really low. He's sprinting on in. You can see he's all fired up, charging in with his recoilless rifles. Will he get one more shot? One more shot of the Panzer is probably all it'll take, although front armor, he might not get lucky. Oh, and running right across on the landmines there, taking a lot of damage, but not getting suppressed at all because he was fired up at the time being. Oh, and Nebelwerfer is on the field also for AFKNinja. And these guys just having no luck at all. Instead taking their aggression out on this Wehrmacht quarters, but now starting to get picked off by this Panzer. Ooh, that was a close call for that Panzer. Maybe just going to stick around and see if they can put some more pressure on this Wehrmacht quarters. It's hard to tell, but this Nebelwerfer could fire at them at basically any moment here, so we'll have to see. And the heavy machine gun team even whipping around right now, really laying into these guys. They are completely exposed, just kind of sitting out there in the open, and all of those paratroopers having to get the heck on out of there. We do have a little bit of harassment happening right now by this Greyhound armored car, but he is just getting shot at by a Panzer and has to retreat right away here. So just a little bit of poking and prodding going on. For the time being, though, ProPipe's map position has improved a little bit. He does have pretty reasonable control over the right-hand side of the map, although, again, he's keeping his troops a little bit further behind. And by the way, we do have a, looks like an Ostwind being produced right now by AFKNinja. So Ostwinds are definitely what the doctor ordered. Ostwinds do a wonderful job against airborne and riflemen and that sort of thing. I mean, obviously, airborne and Ostwinds kind of mutually counter each other. Notice how humongous this building gets, by the way, when you've upgraded quite a few things on it. You can see he's got Vet 3 going for his tanks right now. He's got Vet 1 for his support troops, and I forget what veterancy his normal troops are right now, but it doesn't matter. This Nebelwerfer is way too overextended, having to retreat away. Oh, well, he's going to use his own mines at his base, perhaps. Never stand in your own mines. Just back away. Oh, and the strafing run goes off once again, taking out the whole Nebelwerfer. I have to pronounce that semi-right at least once during a replay, and the Pioneer Squad. So really, really juicy strafing run right there. Meanwhile, the repaired Panzer is now moving on out, soon to be Vet 3, which will give it that nice-looking armored skirts ability. Boop! There we go. Armored skirts now up on this Panzer. That guy is a boss. I love the way that thing looks. Double Vet 3 Panzers moving on up here. Definitely getting ready for a nice-looking Blitzkrieg-style assault on the right-hand side. Looks like continuing to wage the passive-aggressive war over here on the left. These Pioneers by AFKNinja doing a reasonable job. And now we have our first Vet 3 Ostwind Flak Panzer out there. That thing is going to be really good. And a second Ostwind as well. That is a vicious army on the battlefield right now. I don't know that ProPipe is necessarily prepared for that. It is good that he has a lot of paratroopers, but just having the one anti-tank gun could spell a lot of trouble if he gets a big armor flank in on his position in any way. Looks like this Panzer just kind of poking on out, seeing what's up. Oh, taking 2 really nice shots from that anti-tank gun, having to back away a little bit here. I do hear that Nebelwerfer firing, so it looks like some Volksgrenadiers picked that thing up. And let's see where the Neb shots are landing. Likely somewhere right up here. But no, it looks like all of these all of these airborne are just going to fire on up and charge on in. Now looking a little bit embarrassed, actually. They kind of overextended. They did charge on in, definitely taking out that Panzer, so that's a good move right there. But they are also just kind of getting massacred right now. MG42 fire and stormtroopers and all of that. Wow, each squad getting away at just 1 or 2 gentlemen left in it, so not bad. Let's see if you can pick off one last guy there. Oh, he does. 3 squads, each with 1 member left in it. That's not bad at all. Ridiculous. Anyhow. Looks like we've got some anti-tank gun and the Greyhound getting repaired up here. But as I said before, the threat of double Ostwind and double Panzer, although it is just a single Panzer for the time being, we'll have to see if he's building anything else. No. But still, double Ostwind, single Panzer. Here we go. Using a single Ostwind here as a distraction, but oh, he did not expect that whatsoever. That was a Panzer Shrek coming out of that Rifleman squad. And it looks like that damage was just enough to leave that Ostwind with a sour taste in his mouth as he heads on out of there, deciding against doing any sort of assault against that sort of thing. Meanwhile, not a lot of progress happening here on the right-hand side of the map. The Ostwind right now, oh, hitting a landmine, damaging his engine, exchanging some fire with this anti-tank, but he really doesn't want to wage that war for too much longer. Looks like the stormtroopers perhaps are going to go in for the flank, trying to take out the anti-tank gun. Always a smart move, but this thing definitely needs to get repaired sometime soon here. Dun-dun, dun-dun. Oh, here they come, sneaking on in. Oh, little stormtroopers. Come on, stormtroopers. I want to see you guys do this. Oh, maybe they're even just going to obs for this Nebelwerfer, which is firing away here. Nebelwerfer, obviously great against static defenses like a... ooh, first shot taking a gentleman out. These guys are continuing to burn. Second shot. Oh, completely wrecked by the Nebelwerfer. Doesn't even have to worry about revealing these stormtroopers here. That's always a great move. And... what was that just got wrecked right there? That was maybe an old gun that was just sitting there, perhaps? Hard to tell. But for the time being, things are looking pretty good here for AFKNinja with his Vet 3 tanks. We do still have 2 Ostwinds on the field. This Ostwind with the damaged engine backing up in need of repairs at some point. But still, he's controlling most of the map, maybe about 75% of the map. He does at some point need to cap this munitions point since he does own this territory here. And here we have it, a brutal frontal assault. And I mean brutal in the sense that they are just getting annihilated by this Ostwind, doing a little bit of damage to it. But Ostwind's so good against... airborne if they have the you know the heads up and you can see them coming head on like that. So Ostwind doing a great job there. Hopefully going to get repaired pretty soon, but it looks like these pioneers here are using this heavy machine gun team. Ostwind doing a little bit of a double take there as the plane flew overhead. Stormtroopers coming on out there, and it looks like the Stormtroopers just wrecked. Oh, and a strafing run. Strafing run, completely finishing off that Stormtrooper squad. That was pretty good. I believe what happened is the Stormtroopers came on in and they saw what was a engineer squad manning that anti-tank gun and just shot up that anti-tank gun with Panzer Shreks. But then themselves getting killed. Ooh, Knight's Cross coming on the field right now too. That's an interesting one. Knight's Cross, very effective against airborne. Nebelwerfer, once again, firing away here. You can see 6 kills for this thing. Curious to see where exactly it's firing. Maybe it's just kind of blindly firing in the middle here. Yep, just taking some random pot shots out there, doing the lazy man scouting technique. And this Greyhound is moving on up right now. Going to be putting some pressure on this heavy machine gun team. Heavy machine gun team trying to guard this left-hand flank, but of course he's got nothing to say about a Greyhound for the time being. Taking a single casualty and moving on out of there. Greyhound clearing the way for all of these guys to move on up, and they are quite pinned here. Perhaps they stepped on a crippling trap. I would expect that sort of thing on this side of the map. You can see there are plenty of crippling traps around here. And otherwise, still double Ostwind, single Panzer. Here we have the Knights Crossholders moving on out as well. I love Knights Crossholders. I think they are just awesome. These guys just keep getting having no luck here on the left. I believe that time they hit a landmine. You can see there are what looks like 3 casualties to that landmine. That's not good. Meanwhile, Ostwind and Panzer moving on out. Panzer with 2 kills and 2 building kills. Paratroopers having no problem just reinforcing. These guys obviously scanning around, making sure there are no more landmines for them to step on, and taking a lot of damage here. So I think all of the paratroopers now getting on out. They see the double Ostwind and Panzer assault coming on in here. Oh, God, and could it be... AFKNinja is in a prime position right now. Of course, I am the commentator, and I can see the entire battlefield, but AFKNinja could very easily slam on into the side of the base right now and just wreck ProPipe. ProPipe has no real defense against that. You can see him calling in some more supply drops. That's cool. But the looks like the Blitzkrieg War Machine is on the move right now. They are moving on in. Oh, I want to see if they're going to do it. I think they were just seen by a scout plane, though. Nebel Warfare continuing to do its thing here. You can see just firing away out here. Maybe even damaging the engine on that Greyhound armored car, although I thought that was already damaged. And here we have it. Looks like leading the charge with the Vet 3 Panzer. Here comes AFKNinja, perhaps going to seal the deal with this game. Oh, God, this does not look good for ProPipe. ProPipe, you can see, scrambling here, but just being wrecked by these Ostwinds. The Ostwinds are just charging on in here. Really just pumping away at all of these troops. You can see this lead Ostwind here taking most of the damage, but AFKNinja very cleverly backing away his one wounded Ostwind, forcing these troops to move on in closer. Meanwhile, the MG42s and the Panzer and the Ostwinds just wrecking and all of that. We do have a good game from ProPipe. ProPipe realizing that he cannot withstand firepower of this magnitude. Oh, God, the bodies are flying everywhere. It looks like he took out one Ostwind. That's about it. Oh, and we even have a heavy armor support on the battlefield right now, if he so chooses. But I believe that is going to be the game. ProPipe, good game, and he has lost. And that means that is 3 consecutive victories in a row in this best of 5 for AFKNinja, which means that AFKNinja is going to be the champion of the HarlequinCoHO Invitational Tournament. And as I mentioned at the beginning, AFKNinja has opted to have his prize money donated to charity to help the relief of the quake in New Zealand, in Christchurch, New Zealand. So I will be contacting the Red Cross in New Zealand, and I will donate his earnings to that. Either way, though, congratulations also to ProPipe, who placed second, and ProPipe will be winning $75. All the participants in this tournament past the in the semifinals, the top 4 players will be receiving Zen Magnets. So please, if you enjoyed this tournament series, go ahead and check out zenmagnets.com. And as far as me, HarlequinCoHO, I will be moving shop on over to Harlequin Casts. It is in the top of my channel section. Please drop by and check it out. That is where I will be doing all of my casting from now on. Whatever game it is, it'll all fit under that name. So please stop by, say hello. But I hope you enjoyed this tournament. Once again, congratulations to AFKNinja. Fantastic games. He was just dominating here. So I think since this is the first and only Company of Heroes tournament, I definitely do not mind calling AFKNinja the champion of Company of Heroes Online, the one and the only. So once again, congratulations to all. I'm HarlequinCoHO, and man, I had a blast with Company of Heroes Online. I'm very sad to see it go. So cheers to all of you. Good game, good luck, and I will see you all.